Hey there, so you're thinking about making a move to Utah, and maybe it's for the mountains, maybe it's for the skiing, the bike riding, the hiking, the sunny days, whatever the reason may be. Today we are going to chat about 7 of the main reasons that people are packing their bags and heading here to the Beehive State, and we are going to hop into it right now. Mariah Koehle here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if this is your very first time here. I'm a licensed and active real estate agent here in the state of Utah, and this channel is literally everything you need to know about eating, working, playing, sleeping, and living here in Utah. If that's of interest to you, consider subscribing down below and make sure you tap that bell for notifications so you're notified every single week we drop a new video. We hear from people like you all the time who are looking to make a move, who are looking to relocate, buy, sell, or even build a property here in Utah, and we absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about making a move in a week, in a month, or even a year from now, feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and it'd be our absolute pleasure to connect with you. Also, if you do want a copy of our free Moving to Utah guide, simply comment down below the word guide, G-U-I-D-E, and we would love to send that over to you. So there's a lot of different reasons that people are making a move to Utah, and Utah specifically. Now, Utah's a big state, depending on where you are looking at moving, and the regions are very different too. So if you are looking at moving more to northern Utah, to the Salt Lake area, up to Ogden, all of that, many people are looking to move there because of the mountains, because of the world-class skiing, because of the outdoors. People who are looking at moving more toward southern Utah are looking for Red Rock. They are looking for a lot, 300 plus warm, sunny days in that southern Utah sort of area. So again, depends on where you are wanting to relocate, but a lot of people are making a move here simply because of the beauty, because of all of the outdoor recreation. Like I said, in northern Utah, you've got world-class skiing, you've got the incredible snow, but you've got so many different activities. If you live an active lifestyle, I know people all the time will say like, oh, I came for skiing, but then I realized I love the summer months. I like all the hiking and the boating and the paddleboarding and the pickleballing, and I like all of those different things. People say the exact same thing about southern Utah, where they come here in the winter time and they fall in love with snowbirding here in southern Utah, and then they decide they end up wanting to move here. So 2 different areas, both absolutely gorgeous in their own different ways, but have so much to offer. The second thing, like I said, kind of goes along with that, not only the beauty, but you've got just the outdoor recreation. One of the really cool things I think about Utah is because Utah is geared for such an active lifestyle, if it's too hot or too cold or whatever it is, there are so many different activities that they have moved indoors to. So there are a lot of pickleball places that are indoor pickleball places. There are indoor tennis courts. There are indoor swimming, aquatic parks. There are indoor recreation centers. There are so many different facilities, walking tracks that are indoors. So like I said, if the elements outside, too hot, too cold, just right, they have been able to create these incredible indoor facilities that allow for all of that recreation to continue all year long. So the natural beauty and the recreation are 2 huge ones. The strong economy is also another big reason why people are moving to Utah. Up in northern Utah, you've got the Lehigh area, the Silicon Slopes is what they called it, kind of based off of the Silicon Valley in California, a big tech industry with Ancestry.com, and you've got Amazon, and you've got Facebook, and you've got all of these big companies that have made a move to Utah. Unemployment is very low here, less than 3%, which is significantly less than the national average. So in terms of strong economy, that is another big one. Also, number 4 is the housing market. Yes, housing prices have gone up here significantly, But compared to a lot of the surrounding areas and states that people are moving here from, they're going, wow, I can get a house with a yard. Wow, I am not paying this much in taxes compared to some of these other places. So in terms of affordability for housing, it is still significantly less than some areas. Although, like I said, Utah is creeping up big time to a lot of the other states in terms of housing costs. So even though the cost of living has increased everywhere significantly, housing tends to still be a little bit less than some of the surrounding areas. Also, property taxes here in Utah, if it is your primary residence, it is 0.5% of the assessed value. If it is a secondary residence, it's 1% of that assessed value. So for some people, that saves a lot of money. Also, Utah is, in terms of state income tax, it is a flat tax state. Right now, currently, it's 4.55%. So that makes a big difference for some people that are moving from an area that taxes are a lot more too. In terms of utilities and bills, utilities tend to be fairly average, if not a little bit below average on some of the surrounding areas too. So, cost of living ends up being a little bit less. Another big reason that people are loving moving here to Utah is because of how clean and safe it feels. There are so many, different areas, very retiree friendly, very family friendly, very, those different things. And people are making a move here because of the cleanliness, the safety that they feel, the beautiful parks and recreation that that Utah really has to offer. I can't tell you how many times people will say, Mariah, I went to this park or this park and it just felt so clean and safe and it's beautiful. So a lot of pride in community and also just in the safety of the different areas. And then last but not least, here in Utah, it is a more conservative state. You're going to see a lot of faith-based people that have made a move here to Utah. And again, for some, they're like, oh, great, I'm okay with this religion or this religion, but the majority religion is the Church of Jesus Christ, the Latter-day Saints. Here, over 50% of the population are members of that faith. So just know that going into it, some people will ask, oh, Mariah, well, if I'm not of that faith, am I going to feel, excluded or outside? I always say your vibe attracts your tribe. So if you are into hiking, you're going to probably find a lot of other people that are hikers. If you're into golfing, you'll probably find your people golfing. If you're into music and theater, you'll probably find your people doing that. If you are into church, you're probably going to find your people there. So your vibe attracts your tribe. I always say you attract like attracts like, so you're going to attract your people. And so hopefully that gives you a little brief snapshot of some of those different things that you can expect if you are thinking about making a move to Utah. Whether you're in the northern part, you're going to really have those 4 seasons: winter, spring, summer, fall. That winter, you are going to have world-class skiing and snow that is in northern Utah. In southern Utah, you're going to have that beautiful red rock. You're going to have a lot of sunny days, 300 plus sunny days in that southern Utah area. You can expect safety, a little bit slower pace of life. A lot of retirees like moving here to Utah simply because of all the outdoor recreation. A lot of families like moving here simply because of all the family-friendly activities and different things that are going on. Utah is a very community sort of driven place too. So you'll see a lot of families and volunteers and retirees that all come together and make it a really nice, beautiful, safe sort of place. So hopefully this gives you an idea. If you are thinking about making a move, relocating, buying, selling, or building a property here in Utah, my team and I hear from people and help people like you all the time, and we absolutely love it. So feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and it'd be our absolute pleasure to connect with you. Take care and have a wonderful rest of your day. And if you do want a copy of that free Moving to Utah guide, simply comment down below the word guide, and we'd love to send that over to you. Take care and have a great one. Bye.